So here's another thing too. A lot of people who run benefits are fiduciaries over the funds. And as you just mentioned, we need to be prudent. We need to make sure the funds are used for their value or for their benefit. What do you think are some of the common misconceptions we have about being fiduciaries? What are maybe some of the common blunders we might, be committing to kind of not be great fiduciaries that maybe we don't even realize?
Right. I think probably the most common is not understanding who is and who is not a fiduciary. And with that, comes a mistaken assumption that you've outsourced that legal liability when you hire perhaps a health benefits consultant or broker or a third-party administrator, or even if you're fully insured, your carrier. But if you if you're sponsor an employer-sponsored health plan, there has to be someone within your organization that retains fiduciary liability, whether that's the CFO, the CEO, or a fiduciary listed in a plan document. And while you might, sort of have some functions that, let's say your third-party administrator exercises discretion over and therefore could have some fiduciary liability, that doesn't abrogate you of really being responsible for managing how that duty is carried out by a third party. So I think that's the biggest misconception, is thinking that, if somebody else is performing a set of discretionary duties, you're sort of off the hook. Which is just not the case. Even if you get someone to accept contractual fiduciary liability, whether that be your carrier, PBM, or consultant, or some other third party, it's still on you as a fiduciary to oversee how their duties are undertaken. So it's a liability that you can't really escape. But I also think it's an opportunity, because with that fiduciary responsibility, you can throw your weight around a little bit because of sort of the importance of the duties that you have to undertake. And so if you have a carrier or a third party that challenges for example, your right to data, or your right to transparency, or to demand information on the prices that your health plan is paying, you can absolutely fire back that I am a fiduciary. My legal, my personal liability is, on the line here, and I demand that information. Just as an example, of the power that being a fiduciary carries with it.